Vishnu and I watch you while you sleep. Welcome to Persona 1.
Oh, he's becoming a predator.
Relax, Vishnu loves on. Anyway, off screen, I grinded up the rest of the cards I needed to make some fun little Persona. I also believe I've returned a few of them. I believe, although odds are good, I'm probably not going to see that until later in the part.
How much grinding did you do? Last time I saw the gameplay time, we were at 13 hours and 38 minutes. Now we're at 15:14.
I managed to get a shitload of spell cards I want for future fusions. I managed to upgrade everybody's machine guns and bullets. I managed to upgrade everybody's armor to their best capabilities right now. So we're all set to go back to the other world. I also managed to buy a few stones. I bought two of each tier 3 stone from the Chinese commodity store. And I also bought me a couple of elixir stones, I'm sorry. I bought the elixir stones for a particular reason. If you use them in a fusion with your persona, you're getting the ability called Elixir All. Now, the PSP version moves that store to the other side, the Sunwall area, where you can buy them at leisure at game's end. The pharmacy becomes inaccessible after the haunted house at this point in the game. So in other words, in this version of the game. So once you leave here, you can never buy elixir stones again.
Is it like in Final Fantasy IX after Disc 3 ends, there are some areas that are completely inaccessible?
Yes. Welcome to the haunted house. Now there are terrible monsters that plague this place. Ouch. In particular, we can look forward to monsters and paintings, giant ogres, beautiful women, and Eddie Murphy. So the Valkyrie just hit on me. That's lovely.
Eddie Murphy. Well, the demon's initiating a conversation with you.
Yeah, some enemies can initiate conversations with you for what it's worth.
I know about that.
Here I'm kind of phasing out of it because I'm also looking at the wiki dot to easily look at my negotiation options.
Yeah, well, you want to make sure you want to keep things moving along.
Yeah. What am I doing here exactly? Oh, I think I didn't go to the
You're distracted by the helmet.
Yeah.
Mary is mesmerized.
Mary's been afflicted with charm. Oh, shit. Anyway, now that we get her card, if we use her card in the fusion, you get the second level spell Holiest, which is basically Mahama, which is a very, very potent spell, actually.
Perhaps my friend Mr. Washington can convince you. And knowing the demon, I think it's like the highest of treasures.
We've seen some of them go apeshit over $22.
Yeah.
Anyway, to the right of this area is plot, so naturally I'm going left.
What awaits us on the left?
A treasure chest, a room to go into, and hopefully not Eddie Murphy. Probably still trying to linger over this dead spirit of his lost career.
Who was the bad guy in that movie? It was the butler, right?
I don't fucking remember. That says all that there is to see about that movie, ladies and
I've
gentlemen.
only seen that movie once, and that was in the theaters.
I saw that movie once and it put me to sleep.
You ever been
Son
to
of
the
a
actual
bitch.
Haunted Mansion ride in Disney?
Actually, no, I have not.
It's actually pretty cool.
Bodacious. Anyway, new enemies. These are not Ossipetes. I forget their original name in the I forget their original name. But these things are pretty much the next tier of birds. They'll hit you with all magic and gust. They'll hit you with gust all. I finished up leveling up Leviathan, so now he's got nuke more. This is Ugg or Marduk. Yeah, from Salute Your Shorts. If you look at his real face, you actually just see a smiley face on it.
You actually remember that guy's name?
Yeah, somehow. I returned Gaseous for the Papageno, which is a really powerful bow Mary can wield, in the sense of it inflicts charm status. Yeah, the birds are weak to tier 2 magic.
That looks badass.
The birds are weak to tier 2 magic, so needless to say, that blew him right the fuck out.
Pretty cool.
I think I keep Leviathan on Chris solely because I want to try to level him up a little bit to catch him up with the other party members.
Okay.
What else happened?
What was that? Did you make a noise? Someone talking in the background?
Yeah, that's supposedly the spirit to add ambience to this level.
So it's part of the soundtrack?
Yeah.
Huh.
These people were fooled by Guido. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure nobody fucking paid attention to the goddamn nihilist with a god complex.
Hey, I think he was serious.
Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously, this is like sort of like ignoring Kefka while he kicks Gestalt in the face. Or worse, mooning Gestalt.
You remember that whole thing about him trying to take over both Parallel and the original worlds? He was serious about that, guys. Really?
Anyway, that there is Silvertip. That's the most powerful bullet in the game you can buy later in the game. I just use it just for the sake of power. But
So how do you go finding the most powerful bullet?
There's a level 55 persona called Almighty, or Armati in the PSP version. If you return that persona, it gets you the bullets called Whispers. They inflict paralysis when you hit. They inflict paralysis if successful. And again, much like petrification, you can't easily recover from it. Or the enemies really can't.
Yeah.
You have to do that 8 times, but if you're really grinding at the end game just for the hell of it, you may as well go ahead and do it. The other persona I believe I made for Chris. No, I don't have it yet. The other persona I have Bridget for Nate because I wanted to give him something to time over until I was ready to use Mephisto.
Yeah.
I also made Mordo for Mark because it looked cool. I do intend on finishing off using Stalios before the game's over so I can get the Doltuana's War, but I probably won't show that off until a bonus episode where I boot up the PSP version and just show you what I fucking did with it.
Yeah, we actually do intend on showing off the PSP version. Not the entire game.
Well, we're going to have to do it for Snow Queen Quest eventually, but I'm not going to do the Snow Queen Quest right after this game.
The Snow Queen Quest for Persona 1 PSP version has as much priority as, say, Final Fantasy IV the After Years.
Yeah.
It's something we plan on doing, but not for a very long time.
New enemies. The women in the back are the, I forget their real names too, but in this version they're called Prince Sixes. They'll hit you with Mabufula, which really fucking hurts. And they also have Medea Rama, so they can group heal. The big ogre in the back there is a fallen class monster known as Alistor. It's immune to all magic, but is very weak to physical attacks. The monster up ahead, though, is really important. He's the zombie painter. It's the last monster in the zombie line. It also has the ability to give Mizandine when you use it in a fusion, when you use it in a positive fusion. I wholeheartedly recommend you to get that card. I don't do it in this battle because I'm still too low leveled. But I really recommend you to get a zombie card and hold on to it before you fuse up Nate's ultimate persona. You're
right,
going to have to do it twice if you want to get both Nate and Ellen's ultimate persona to have Mizandine.
You're right, though. Ug's face from behind the shield does kind of look like a simplified
That's all it is.
smiley
It's all
face.
simplified smiley
It's a
face.
smiley face.
It sort of looks like, you sort of like imagine the, sort of like, would you like to imagine if the shield actually did talking? Oi, I'm Ugg. Behind me, you have to go through 3 temple guards. I'm not kidding. That every time I look at Marduk's shield, I constantly think Olmec. Choppity chop chop. You'll notice that the Claim Solace is starting to lose its power, but that's okay. In the next dungeon, we get an even better weapon.
The weapon that Nate's using right now is the Claim Solaces.
The Claim Solace is its original name, yeah.
Oh, that's usually like the ultimate weapon in like
Castlevania. Sadly to say, it's not the case here. Chris, on the other hand, punches out a fucking ogre because, fuck you, I worked hard to get this guy, he's gonna do something. There's one thing about Chris that is a downside, aside from his lack of compatible Arcanum, is that he's got low SP. So he can't necessarily be all, I'm gonna fling spells around left, right, and sideways in the PSP version.
Yeah.
In the PlayStation, in this version, however, well, actually, truth be told, I never had a problem with him running out of SP in the PSP version, but in the PSX version, where SP regenerates, that's hardly a non-issue. Son of a bitch. That was a ghost.
Did you just hate when your face melts?
What are we in the plot of Wishmaster?
Was that Wishmaster?
I don't know, I just think that would be some kind of dumb shit the Wishmaster would do. Well, the Wishmaster and,
What am I thinking of?
Hellraiser?
No, not Hellraiser. The Hellraiser would do shit like that.
In the name of porn.
Someone was staring at a mirror and his face was melting. It was a hallucination. It wasn't real. His face was melting. I want to say Poltergeist.
I think it was Poltergeist.
But,
no, Poltergeist when the face peeled off, right?
The face peel off, or whatever.
Fuck. I can't remember, but I know I've seen the movie too. I just can't think of it for the life of me at the moment.
Subscribers unite!
Thank you, guys. Anyway, I decided to cheese it with Mephisto and get him the Sonic spell at level 2. Only because I really needed the additional spell in my lineup, in my slot. Hierophants aren't exactly offensive monsters.
Who was the blue snake demon?
The blue snake is Naga. Weak to all forms of magic, hits you with a Twister and a Bone Crush.
Naja.
Naja, N-A-G-A. Later games would add Raja Naja.
Is he a cave Naja?
No. But later games would actually add Raja Naja to the whole mix.
Raja Naja.
Raja Naja. Ooh!
You got a bug on your back. Oh, thanks.
What's this? What is... Did you know there's actually a myth? I heard about it in ancient Shaolin temples that when a monk can't answer the question to what's the sound of one hand clapping, smack him right upside the back of the head. That there is Take Mikazuchi, named Mephisto in this game. Why? Translation. Doink!
Am I doing it right?
Japan.
No, you're not.
Whatchamacallit? The main reason I have Mephisto, aside from being a really potent persona for Nate, is that when I return it at rank 8, I'm pretty much going to get Heiyu's strongest weapon in the game, the Panic Dirk. Or the Futsu no Mitama, I believe it's called in Japan. I can't, in the PSP version, I can't remember. Fuck you, I got lightning too. Twang. Boom, boom. Thank you for the bra, by the way.
See, you shoot one arrow and you hit it twice. I'm assuming it goes through, makes a U-turn, and hits it again.
That wouldn't be surprising.
Wait, what's the name of that arrow in Robo Him in Tights?
Ah, fuck.
The Patriot Arrow.
The Patriot Arrow.
Patriot Arrow.
I've seen more ridiculous shit. Did you ever watch Marvin? Did you ever watch Kenneth Branagh's interpretation of Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet?
No, I don't think I have anyway.
The ending, the climax of the final scene has Kenneth Branagh's character Hamlet throw the rapier. It flies like a fucking stinger right into the king's heart.
Is that the one that had Robin Williams in it?
No.
Oh.
If it did, that'd be one wacky ass fucking interpretation of Hamlet.
No, he plays the role completely serious, and it's so fucking weird because it's Robin Williams.
It wasn't Robin Williams that played Hamlet.
No. Robin Williams played a character in Hamlet.
Oh,
yeah.
if he did, it's drawing a blank, but it's really fucking weird. It was like 1 hour photo all over again. You can actually do serious.
You know, I still haven't watched it.
You can actually, it's really good. Well, surprisingly good, actually, I should say. Anyway, I wonder what you see those lamps up there? Nice decor, do nothing.
You mean it's just merely decoration?
Mm-hmm. It seems like we got a new enemy, and we do. Ultros. These things cast nuke more, but they lack the magic power to really do it. These things are holy light monsters. They'll also spam Rakukaja, so eventually their defense gets really fucking high. I tried talking to it, but I think I really piss it off. You ever see that, you know that Aesop's fable about the wooden stake and a tiger's paw? Kind of like this.
Yeah,
yeah, basically.
Doesn't a mouse help him out with that?
No, it's a man.
It was a man?
Yeah, I believe so.
I thought it was a mouse.
It was basically, I think it was something along the lines of the man pulled the wooden stake out of the lion's paw and the lion still ate him. Which is a nice way of saying, don't go fucking helping him out.
Yeah. You jerk.
And ouch!
Were you angering him on purpose, or were you just hitting the wrong ones?
I hit the wrong notes.
Okay.
Sometimes even if you hit the right notes, but they're pissed off when they're talking to you, going immediately into another friendly conversation, trying to initiate interest can usually evoke anger in them.
Want some tea? Fuck off. Okay.
Wanna lick my balls? Tell me more.
Then I'll eat you. I want you to pleasure me. Then I'm going to eat you.
But goddamn, is it gonna be the best fucking meal I've ever had? Sometimes I have certain characters defend like this and then have them one character kill them all. It helps me build up some experience. Remember, like I said, they're holy light. This is actually... That's where the game's translation is terrible, but that's an ability called, I think that's Dekunda. Which is basically, if you inflict them with any sort of stat debuffs, like strength down, defense down, that removes all of them.
With like a buff.
A buff is the...
no, a debuffer.
A debuff, like strength drop, accuracy drop, defense drop.
Yeah.
I don't show them off too much in Persona 1 because they're not vital.
But it's called Restore POW.
It restores your power.
Well, okay. Well, it makes sense in a sense. Yeah, to me, I immediately thought, like, it restores strength or something like that.
That's what I thought at first, too, when I was a kid. But, nah, yeah, technically you're right, though. It restores your complete strength.
Yeah.
Your physical strength, your defensive strength, your aim strength, whatever. Whatchamacallit? Persona 1's buffs and debuffs are not vital at all in completing the game. But I will say this, after this game, you live and die by your buffs. I'm not kidding. Shin Megami Tensei is that kind of series.
Well,
a well-timed fog breath will usually determine whether or not the boss decides to... Whether or not you beat the boss, or the boss decides to eviscerate your ass or your lungs through your ass.
Say if a character is hindered, or say like their strength is low, does that affect a persona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's playing a piano in this room and it bothers the fuck out of me.
They're only playing one note.
How does it sound weird? He tried to destroy something he created. He didn't want it falling in the wrong hands, Mark. God damn. Still stupid reasoning when you think of it, but...
Garnet. A jewel?
Yeah, no Bahamut.
Oh, fuck. Well, that ain't my Garnet.
What if it was actually the princess trapped in the box? How did I end up here?
Why is she not going under alias?
I can't wait till we get to 9.
You know, I've only done one playthrough where I kept the dagger alias.
Yeah. I have to admit, I never thought of doing it myself, but there was a fantastic Let's Play of Final Fantasy VIII done by, I think it was Azure Horizon, who played it for something awful. He named Squall, I think he named Squall the Ellipses.
Yeah, he told me about the ellipses name change.
And he named Renault, You have to really see that to really take in the script after he does that. It's an absolute piss. When I was a kid and I would try impersonating, like, when I was first play some silent JRPGs, I would make up my own voices to go with it. But when I got older, I started, like, imagining really out-of-place voices, like Jar Jar Binks voicing, Mary.
How?
Indeed, exactly how odd. There's the stairway we gotta go to. Padding, we have to go around.
Son of a bitch, I hate railroading.
Yeah, this whole game's been an entire fucking railroad. And we can't get off the train till the end of the line.
Oh.
Yeah, I missed 7 too.
Don't you hate it when you accidentally take the express when you met local?
Oh yeah.
Once
again.
Fuck you, Gerard.
Once again. I defend with everybody and let Mark kill them, so we can get some extra experience points. Oh yeah. Dead.
Damn.
Zombies don't have much of a magical defense. The panic punch is an inferior weapon for Chris. Because, remember like the Luna Blade and the Soul Blade I showed you earlier, where you can hit all enemies within the range of the attack? Chris, at the current position he's at, doesn't have the range to make that work, so I just leave it off of him. His next weapon he'll get is from returning the level 44 Persona Anko, unless I get the Bagnak later on. But even then, the Yuma Ankakusho is one of his best weapons, aside from the item I get from returning Loki.
Is that a gun or is that a...
It's a fist.
It's a fist. It's a fist. It's a someone's hand. It's a monkey paw.
I imagine Chris actually doing that shit. Like, he has 2 of them like drumsticks and he goes bop 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 bop.
Well, we already saw a Persona earlier that has 2 glow sticks.
Those are swords, but glow
sticks
would be funny as hell. What if it was actually drumsticks? And here's Vishnu on the guitars and Taka Mikazuchi on the drums. That's a Persona 4 reference for those of you who played Golden. Anyway, we're almost done here. I really hate that nobody paid the fucking electric bill in that particular area.
Do you hear it? Hey.
Can you feel the love tonight? Mark, stop. Dance.
We haven't seen her since like part 2.
Yeah, remember when she got shot?
Oh, that's right.
Good times.
I've had this medicine in my pocket the entire time.
Anyway, in we go. I had the herb in my pocket and a Persona that can heal it. Fuck it. It has to go to the nurse.
It's not too serious. Oh, there's already gangrene. That's not Nancy.
That's Norn.
Norm?
Norn. N-O-R-N.
Oh, Norm. Okay.
I can't remember the exact mythos off of it. Basically, it's the Grecian goddess of I think it's the overall Greek goddess of fate. In standard Shin Megami Tensei fare, it's the fusion of Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos. But in the original PSP version, it's Hariti. H-A-R-I-T-I. I don't know the mythos behind that persona, I'm sorry.
So this thing has Nancy's voice. Is Nancy now a demon?
Nancy is indeed a demon. But we have the choice here to fight it or not. You don't fight it.
Okay. Reasons being...
We get screwed out of a few ultimate persona later in the game.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah. That's really the right way to go about it. Just bribe me with successful items and I won't do it.
I'll give you money if you don't do it.
World choice system. Okay. What's my prize if I do good? A lollipop. Oh, fuck you. I'm
surprised if I do bad. $1 million. What are my options here?
I know what you're probably thinking. Why did Nancy turn into a monster in this world? There's a reason for that. Again, I'll explain it at the Deva Yuga. So Nancy here was actually dreaming about the haunted house, but notice that Nancy doesn't exist in this world. Huh?
In the parallel world.
Right. So basically... By the way, folks, I'm really sorry if you hate us talking over these fucking cutscenes.
It's... It's almost like it's a Let's Play.
Almost, dude. You wouldn't fucking believe it. So Nancy just got the 411, or somebody just turned off the lights and turned them back on. Either way, Nancy is now in light on the whole situation.
It's a good question, though. Why is there no I know you probably could explain it later, but why is there no Nancy in this world if there's
I'll have
Mary?
to explain it later. It won't make sense until I show you what happens at the Deva Yuga.
It is very weird that there's a Mary of this parallel world, but no Nancy.
Again, it'll make sense when we get to the Deva Yuga.
Does she come from a tree? Man,
I shall name my loose branch Nancy.
I don't like that silent look.
I actually had to process what you said. I was like, huh? So here's a little heartwarming moment. Mary here doesn't have a mother, but if she did, she wished she was just like Nancy. Oh, I really do find that scene touching.
Feels.
I really like what I see here. Damn it, Vishnu!
So
Nate figured it out.
Nate figured it out, but is not telling us?
Well, here's the thing. Nate's sort of at a weird situation where I could tell you, but what would it really... What, like... It's
Fill us in, man! Like to maybe not to the player, like the people around him, but at least he could maybe put it in like parentheses so that he's thinking to himself that the player can read and digest.
Well, see, that thing is usually a problem with JRPG
That's just a
stories.
suggestion.
That's usually the problem with JRPG stories. One character withholds everything until the right time, but frankly, we'll actually see it that there would be a good reason for him to hold back on.
If he has justification for doing it, good justification, mind you, not just justification, good justification for withholding it.
He wants to really confirm it with the head honcho in charge of all this.
Okay, you know, I'm not talking about like hope, not spilling it out to snow early in the
It's
game.
not like that.
That's bad.
That's terrible.
But anyway, he just threw up.
He barfed, yeah. If you have Elena in your party, she barfs too. And Chris badmouths Mark. Attaboy, Chris. Stay classy.
Real men don't throw up; they swallow it.
Oh. Why does that sound like the motto behind the gay porn industry?
Ew, that's disgusting.
I know, don't it? Anyway.
Oh god, I had to backtrack there for a second. Was she stretching?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, it was pretty taxing to come back over
Nothing
here.
like parallel dimensioning traveling in the morning.
Now it's time for some squats. Hey, the doctor survived.
He was the one that tried to eliminate Guido inside that machine, right?
Yeah, but since Deus Ex Machina demanded it, we got sucked to another world, and he's a nihilist. Oops. Oh boy. Seems like Guido already did his little damage here.
Why hasn't he killed
Now that's
himself?
some more proper music. He's not really a clone.
Oh, okay.
Just a clone in terms of ideals and
Oh, okay.
facilities. I was gonna say, yeah, Guido, you really let yourself go. Damn, Guido. What do you mean? Mark, did you not just fucking talk to the guy? So basically, the mirror has brainwashed everybody in the world. We think. It has brainwashed people, but we're not sure about everybody in the world. And I'll show you what we mean later on when we're in here. Now Guido pretty much has the rest of the town on a time bomb. He's waiting to annihilate them.
All he has to do is give a simple order, does he?
Yeah.
So why is he waiting?
Guido's empty inside.
Okay.
Oddly enough, he seems to know Mary.
Here's the thing, though. He's obviously able to do this because of the power of that mirror. What's stopping him from brainwashing the characters?
It probably doesn't occur to him. I mean, just because you have this item of omnipotent power doesn't necessarily mean your character is going to be thinking of all the ways to really use it. Plus, the main character has... Plus, he's really fucking morally bankrupt. I'll show you what we mean when we meet him up with him. Huh? Uh-oh.
Oh, so that's what it's about.
Everything's such a mess.
What?
Damn! Why are we here? Why do we exist? Huh? So what reason is that for justification of genocide? Fuck if I know.
Why haven't you killed yourself already? Can't be that bad if you're still standing.
Case in point, there's a reasoning. Welcome to the Deva Yuga.
The Deva Yuga.
a real pain in the ass to navigate in the PSX version because this is your only save point and your only healing spot. And the second floor is your only Velvet Room. After that, it's labyrinth upon labyrinth upon labyrinth.
How long are we talking here?
Ouch.
Ouch.
Well, it's not really that bad, but
they're by the time you get to the end, you're really starving for a save point.
Yes.
Oh Jesus Christ! I hate
and
that.
There's no save point.
Oh Christ! I hate that. So that means if you fuck up at the very end, you gotta do everything all over again.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Persona 1 is sadly Spartan. Damn it! Right in the elevator.
I gotta clean it up.
I think I head to the Velvet Room first because I want to get the Persona done first. In the PSP version, each of these are on the first floor for your convenience. Also in the PSP version, they have more save points.
Plus one PSP version.
Oh yeah. A lot of the labyrinths were redesigned with the PSP version in mind so that A, they're somewhat shorter, B, they incorporate other save points in the rooms as well.
Yeah.
It's a plus up for it, yeah, but I really hated getting trolled.
Dicks!
Incubus!
Oh god.
Yes, these are the same monsters that have sex with women in their dreams at night.
They have Flintstone phones for dicks.
Can you imagine somebody actually picking that up? Yabba dabba doo! They have the ability Sexy Dance. No, they don't thrust their dick at you.
They don't do pelvic thrust?
No, they don't do that. Their abilities are Slumber, Blind Light, Sexy Dance, and I forget the fourth move they have. They're weak to physical attacks but absorb all magic.
I'd like to remind everybody that Persona 1 for the PSX is rated K to A.
Right in the dick.
I'm surprised this game got away with the kids to adults rating.
Should have been at least teen.
At least teen. No more higher than that, just teen.
Anyway, what I just got is the Dark Sword, which is a very potent lance for Brad. But if you have Brad in the party and you didn't return Lance, then the Lance you get from returning... let's try it again.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Yeah.
Welcome to Persona 1.
Nah. The Lance you get from returning the Persona Lance is the Gaebolg.
The Gaebolg?
Gaebolg. I can never pronounce that right, I'm sorry. But, that basically inflicts charm on the enemies, and it's really a good powered lance. If you get that, you don't really need it, whatever the hell these guys drop. How did we end up here? Anyway, welcome back to the Velvet Room. Here, I believe I part with the, yeah, I made Cerberus and Crow on the offshoot. Crow is a fantastic persona. Another Sun persona. It has all the earth magics you could possibly ask for. It's the lowest level source for Gishinol, which is maximum earth damage on all targets. And when you return it, you get the Ameno Murakuma, which is Nate's ultimate weapon.
Now you said the original name for Crow in a test recording was Yatagarasu, right?
Yes.
Yatagarasu.
Yeah, I still don't have any pleasant memories about that, by the way, you jerk.
Well, that's not my fault you didn't have Yatagarasu.
No, it's not my fault that nobody can fucking counter the goddamn thing.
If you know how to use it anyway.
What's there to know? Plop it down when they have nothing to counter with. Fuck you, you dead. I try to look around for my possible fusion combinations. I think I make Cerberus here at this point and give it to Chris. Cerberus is by and large a ship persona on its offensive stats, but if you're gonna make Cerberus, you return it with the you make it with an item in the fusion, so you can get a good spell with it. The main thing about Cerberus, though, and the main reason why I make him is because when you return the persona, you get the special kind of bullets known as dead ends, which causes petrification if successful. Vixen, another fantastic priestess persona. I can also make Chats, but I don't make her yet. However, since I'm not high enough to use Vixen, I'm going to actually take a step back and use a weaker persona. What?
Not the way you phrased that. You're not high enough.
We're not. We're level 46.
No, okay. I know you mean levels. It's like I haven't smoked enough weed to see her yet.
Pot joke, and you yell at Elliot and me for that.
What? Pot jokes?
Yeah.
You guys don't make pot jokes.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't. You guys make dick jokes.
Oh. Dick. Anyway.
Incubus.
You have to see its sexy dance if I ever show it off. It's really funny. This persona sucks. There's nothing good about it, and I hate it. Why am I making it up? Because when you return this persona, you get... I forget the name of the item in the Japanese version, but in the PS version, in this version, it's called the Fate Pin.
Fate Pin?
Yeah, which makes the level 88 persona, Priestess persona, Scrag. Or I forget the order. This is usually Erd. The middle one is Verdandi, and the third one is Skuld. So, by that logic, the level 88 persona is Skuld, or Scrag, in the PSP version. It's the ultimate priestess persona in the game.
Huh.
Of course, I won't be showing that off with this version. It's going to have to be PSP version. Well, it is your desire. Can I touch your nose? No.
Hey, a big nose.
I keep Deva in the background because I do rely on her for the heal all. And frankly, the power. I've already made Cerberus. Hi, doggy. Anyway, I down delete Leviathan because I want the Poniard.
So you're gonna trade it in?
Yeah, this is a moderately powerful weapon for mate for the Heiyu and Ellen.
Yeah.
But you'll eventually find better weapons. Still, it's not bad to tie you over, especially since I didn't get the Bind Blade from defeating the Black Knights.
Yeah.
And with that said, we'll see you at part 17 for Delicious Nihilism.
31-minute part seemed to went longer, that went quicker than the 26-minute part.